All right. Welcome. Happy Wednesday, everyone, and thank you for joining us for our Wednesday Wealth and Wellness event. I'm really excited because I get to team up with Jenny ZOOK here tonight to do our presentation for all of you guys. For those of you who are not new to Isagenix, we're going to be talking about a company, the nutrition line, the products, the industry that she and I both absolutely fell in love with. For me, almost 7 years ago, and for her, almost 4 years, I think about 3.5 years ago, and just our passion to continue to share it and pay it forward to other people. So I'm going to take a minute and share my screen and talk through some slides. And I think I will quickly also just mute, or maybe Laura, you can help me mute anyone else because there's some feedback on my end. Awesome, that works. Okay, so let me just make sure that everyone here can see my screen okay. Can you just give me a thumbs up that all is working? Oh, sorry, clicked on the wrong one. Give me one quick second to go back. Okay, looking good? All right, so just a quick disclaimer to everyone. We want to protect this company. Isagenix is the company that is absolutely doing it the right way. They are not promising any false claims. They're not promising any get-rich-quick schemes. They're not promising any massive health results in a very advanced amount of time. And we just want to make sure that everything that we always share in terms of testimonials, both physically and financially, are compliant so that we can always stay providing this nutrition to others for as long as possible. And so let me just give you a little bit of background information quickly about myself. I have had over 20 years of experience in the health and wellness field, starting from beginning as a fitness instructor way back in the day, becoming a health and lifestyle coach. I eventually got my doctorate in clinical and health psychology. I ran a behavioral health and wellness department focused on chronic disease management, health and wellness promotion, and literally just my entire life and career has been focused on helping others and figuring out how to stay as healthy as possible and as holistically as possible. And when Isagenix fell into my life almost 7 years ago now by my sister Lauren, who is a nutritionist, it was so life-changing to me that it became something that now for those last 6.5 years I've really pursued as my main vehicle for continuing to help other people, because I feel like it truly is one of the best things that I have ever done, and legitimately can say that I've helped more people in the last 6.5 years with Isagenix than probably anything else I've done. And my experience at the time, I had been someone who, as long as I can remember, had been on every sort of diet, program, regimen. When Lauren got her degree as a nutritionist, she put me on an elimination diet protocol that had me cutting out food after food and inflammatory ingredients and this and that. And it was just exhausting. And the amount of effort and work that I had put into it, you would have thought I would have been either on the Sports Illustrated cover or just would have felt much better in my skin ultimately at the end of the day. And so it was frustrating, and it was frustrating to be putting in so much work and really not getting the results that I felt that I had worked so hard for. And within, weeks, you guys, days, I was lit up after putting these products in my body. I had so much energy. The weight literally just started to melt off. I didn't think I was stressed at the time, but all of a sudden I felt so much less stress. I was sleeping like a baby. I went to my sister, I said, I don't know what's in this stuff, crack. Like, I feel absolutely amazing. But I became really excited because so many other people were asking me, what are you doing, Rachel? You look great. Your energy is through the roof. Your skin looks great. And so naturally I would just say, I don't know, go talk to my sister. She'll hook you up with these shakes. And one thing led to another, and she was helping me help other people ultimately get on this nutrition. And I was watching them have phenomenal results like myself. But then what really got me excited was the long-term results, because so many things out there are a quick fix, and a lot of things can look like a miracle sort of overnight, but as soon as someone stops or changes or doesn't put the effort in, they go right back plus more, especially when we're talking from a weight loss perspective. And here I was watching a lot of my friends and family members and then clients have months, years of success, and I became really, really passionate about continuing to figure out how I can help more people. So that being said, let's take a little bit of step back and look at the issues that we all face in today's environment and why Isagenix has really made a name for itself for being able to help people. So almost 72% of adults in North America are considered at least overweight, and that's just the minimum. So many more have different levels of obesity or morbid obesity that really impact disease and chronic health, and it's just obviously a very, very poor state to be in. We also, at least pre-COVID-19, know that the fitness industry is worth more than $83 billion from gyms alone. And as soon as we can all get back and go to our gyms, you know, everyone is going to be signing back up for their memberships and paying that kind of money because it's important to people.
He said, church grows at the...
Thank you. That people are just spending money on ways to stay healthy and to stay fit. And then we also know that people want to stay looking young, being as vibrant as possible, and living their best lives as long as possible. And so the global anti-aging market is expected to reach $331 billion by 2021. So when you look at all three of these angles, the obesity epidemic, people spending money in fitness, people wanting to live longer and age gracefully, this is an amazing, amazing business that converges all of these trends together. And that's how Isagenix has come to be such an awesome place to be for all of us. And when you get to know the company and you get to know what their mission is truly to impact world health, to free people from both physical and financial pain, which Jenny's going to talk about here in a little bit, and in the process create the most trusted and respected health and wellness company in the world. And just let that sink in for a minute, you guys, because there are a lot of other health and wellness companies out there, and there are a lot of other health and wellness companies in the network marketing, direct sales arena. And we're not talking about being bigger than those companies and companies that have been around for 40, 50 years. We're talking about being bigger than something like Johnson & Johnson. And right now, even in the last few weeks that we've been in this COVID-19 crisis, we're actually seeing that. We're seeing a company that is skyrocketing because, especially when there's a time of crisis, a pandemic such as this, people absolutely want to make sure that they are the healthiest that they possibly can be. And unfortunately, and we don't ever want to take light of a very horrible situation, but with the number of people that have lost income, hours have been cut back, they've been furloughed, they've lost their jobs completely. Now more than ever, people are also looking for a financial solution, and Isagenix offers all of the above. So speaking primarily from the product standpoint first, we are not a weight loss company alone. A lot of people think, oh, it's just a shake system, or it's, you know, just shakes, or it's just for weight loss, that it's a diet or some sort of program regimen such as that. And I can absolutely guarantee you that is not the case. For myself personally, I've benefited from all of these areas, including weight loss, sports performance, vitality and well-being, skincare and beauty care, and also the financial side. And I've watched all of my customers have a variety of different health impacts, from better sleep, more restful sleep, more energy, less stress, increasing good healthy weight, losing weight if that's something that they're desiring, increased sports performance, just looking and feeling younger, and of course also making money. So we are across the board an incredible system for general optimal health and wellness to carry you for decades to come. And I truly believe, and going back before I get too much into the products, I truly believe that that is also what makes Isagenix so unique, is that we're not a one-hit wonder, and that we are in a lifestyle program. This isn't something that you start for 30 days and stop. It really, to me, is the same analogy as getting up and brushing my teeth every day or taking a shower, usually before, again, pre-COVID-19, every day. But the point being, it's not a one and done. In order to have long-term prevention, we know we have to brush our teeth every day. In order to stay smelling nice and not getting dirty, we have to shower every day. I make my shakes every day. I cleanse weekly for the same sort of reason. So let's talk about what we have to offer. First and foremost, again, one of the pivotal products that we have with Isagenix is the Cleanse for Life. Intermittent fasting is a buzzword that we're hearing a lot of every day, everywhere it's popping up. Isagenix has been doing intermittent fasting for 18 years since they've been around. They've really been the pioneer in that method of health promotion. And our Cleanse for Life supplement, our Cleanse for Life product, is what absolutely helps nourish and support the body's natural detoxifying system already. And so an analogy that I like to use is, imagine a traffic jam. When there are a lot of cars out on the road, the lights go down and you need a traffic controller directing traffic and pointing people which way to go to make the efficiency of the traffic move faster. That's a way that Cleanse for Life also works in the body. Or just think about the same way that we take a new air filter into our car, or put a new air filter into our car or our home, or we clean out the coffee grinds in our coffee filter. You want to clean out the ducts in your body basically the same way so that everything can flow and be eliminated. Our world is we are exposed to so many we are exposed to so many toxins and chemicals in today's environment that is just overloading our system. And one of the reasons that obesity and overweight is such an issue is because in order for the body to protect itself from those harsh chemicals, it stores it in our fat cells, and people basically are just getting inflamed and ballooned up. And when you are able to help eliminate and move those toxins from the fat cells out through the body, not in any sort of poopy, weird cleanse, but just a natural cellular cleanse that's eliminated through urine, everything just starts to work better and more efficiently. The other, or the next big piece of the product line, sort of what I'm going through right now, are our essentials, the core essentials. Isagenix works as a system where all of these pieces come together just like a table with 4 legs to support the body in all areas of optimal health. And so as all of these products are standalone good products to have, they work synergistically in the best way possible for the best results. And these are products that I take every single day and have for almost 7 years. And these are the sort of bottom line core products that I will always maintain, just like brushing my teeth. So the second one is the isolene shake. And that really is, outside of being absolutely delicious and something that I crave every single day, it's like if I don't even start my day off with a shake, the rest of my day just doesn't seem to go as well. But the shake is filled with so much nutrients, so many vitamins and minerals, and good high quality whey protein. If you're using the whey shakes, we also have a plant-based version, not made with any soy, 8 grams of fiber that really is going to fill you up, fill in all the gaps where we can't get those kinds of nutrients anymore from our food supply today because of the way that we process food and the way that we grow food, and the soil is depleted of nutrients. There's a study that shows we have to eat 43 bowls of spinach to equal 1 bowl from about 40 or 50 years ago. No one is going to do that. And so this is a great way in about 30 seconds to shake it up with water and ice and to really feel full and get nutritionally complete. The Ionic Supreme. This is what is going to help your body go to bat for itself against the stressors. And now more than ever, our bodies are overwhelmed with stress, right? Whether it's financial stress, you've lost your job, it's emotional stress, stress from not being around people that you care about and love, worrying about people who might be sick. Now more than ever, people are maxed in terms of their stress. And the Ionic Supreme, in addition to just kind of being what many people say their happy juice or their ability to get along with their family, right now is giving the body what it needs to combat all of those stressors. And so in a nutshell, if you think about a little wildflower that grows at the top of a tundra, we call these adaptogenic herbs, things like shilajit, ashwagandha, that have to be able to weather really strong climate changes, temperature changes, or heavy winds. They're harsh, they're sturdy. And when you put those in your body, it basically helps the body to fight anything that's coming at it. Every day I take it, and a lot of times twice or even 3 times a day. The complete essentials with Isagenesis, which I'm gonna just go ahead and fast forward to both because you can get the complete essentials alone or you can combine it with our isogenesis. But this is your nutritional insurance. Basically everything that we cannot get from food alone, including our shakes that we need to supplement the body. Vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, your omegas, and then something very specific that helps with telomere support. And if you're not familiar with telomeres, basically, if you think about a little cap at the end of your DNA strand, like a little plastic piece at the end of your shoelace, over time shortens, and it is a bad thing. Basically, it lends itself to aging faster. And so if we can slow down that aging process with this incredible supplement, that's why so many people call this a facelift in the box. When you look at people who have been on isogenics, over the years, they actually start to look like they're aging backwards and they look better every single year. And that has to do with the telomere support isogenesis specifically. So in a nutshell, this system is only a piece of the entire wellness portfolio that Isogenics has to offer, but these are the core products that I always recommend everyone get started with to reset and reboost their body. And then we have additional things just to help continue the wellness journey. The other big thing, and something that is relatively new focus for Isogenics, is really making sure our kids are staying healthy because it starts early. And if you can start with good, healthy practices at a young age and get the right nutrition in kids as they're growing, so many things I believe can be prevented, including obesity, including a lot of different chronic conditions and health conditions. And so much of the nutrition that's available to kids these days is just junk food. And even if you're going to the store and you think you try to buy a good, healthy granola bar or something like that, it's filled with sugar. It has such little fat, good, healthy fats or protein. And so Isogenics has really put together the best quality nutrition that tastes delicious, that kids absolutely love and suck down, but it's made with fruit and veggie ingredients. It's got a great amount of protein for growing kids, a lot of iron to support their bodies as they also continue to grow. And just to touch a little bit on the fact of how bad sitting is, that's one of the things that's related to as bad as smoking. And so many of us sit, and I would venture to guess now with work from home and not getting up and going to talk to a coworker, going to meetings or different things that might have added even a little bit more movement to someone's day, we are all sitting way too much. So in addition to being part of Isogenics and a community that fosters a lot of wellness and promotes wellness, we also do have products that really encourage you to get the most out of any activity that you are going to do. And so using pre and post and during workout nutritional support not only is going to give you that kind of oomph and get up and go and boost to say, I actually do want to get up. I do want to go take that walk or that hike right now. I want to get outside and I feel energized enough to go do it. It's going to sustain you through a nice long walk or run, or if you've got a cycle bike at home that you're riding. And then afterwards, we've got post-recover nutrition that's really going to help with muscle repair, reducing any of that soreness so that you can get up and go right again. And just to hone in one more time on this idea of stress, because it is such a crucial thing going on right now, so many people feeling that way may not know the negative impacts on health that stress really can have. And so many symptoms like lack of interest, lack of motivation, not having energy, feeling nervous or anxious right now can be obviously attributed to stress. And that long-term effect of chronic stress is so detrimental. These slides, which were created, again, pre-coronavirus, said 55% of adults are reporting a lot of stress during the day. And I would venture to guess if we were able to do some sort of polar survey right now, we would see that number skyrocketed and it would probably almost be constant throughout the day. And like I was saying, it affects your brain, your nervous system, sleep patterns, your heart health. Weight in general is so correlated to stress. And so a lot of people that I talk to say that they notice periods of weight gain when they were in high periods of stress. So not only are people right now eating poorer than ever, combating this stress, not working out as much, you can see why Isogenics can obviously become an incredible solution to help people. And so again, Ionic Supreme, once, twice, even 3 times a day, get it in your body. And the last thing I'll leave you with before I turn it over to Jenny is that Isagenix is backed by research. And as someone who got their doctorate and very much supports third-party validated research, double-blind studies that actually show results and aren't paid by for a certain, paid by a company or something like that, Isagenix has used Skidmore College, University of Illinois at Chicago, a lot of different very good research institutions to do their studies. This one in particular is comparing people that used the Isagenix systems compared to the traditional heart healthy diet, which has for many decades been the best proposed by doctors diet, especially for weight loss and for good general health. And when compared to the Isagenix system in an 8-week study, our participants significantly lost 56% more weight loss, 47% more fat loss, and twice as much visceral fat, that really unhealthy around your organ fat that's so important, even the skinny fat that you don't see on people, but that can be detrimental to health. And without going into too much, we also have additional studies that have looked at long-term maintenance, which is just as important because you don't want to lose all of that or have the health benefits, but then go right back to where you were or worse. And so we do have studies that take this out a year more. So it's fabulous. If I haven't been able to convince you yet, I promise you it is fabulous. And going on almost 7 years, there's not a day in my life that I will not continue to use these products. And I will share it till the day I die with anyone who I possibly can, because I know it's going to help them and make a positive change in their lives. So I'm going to turn it over to you, Jenny. Thank you.
Thank you. Such a great, there's so much great information, and I just appreciate the time that you spent sharing that with people. If you're here tonight, we're so excited to have you. Thanks for taking some time out. I know that people have a lot going on right now, myself included, and taking time to educate yourself and come learn. We're just grateful to have you here and checking things out. So I think, Rachel, you're going to have to advance the slides for me. I don't think I can do it. So I'm going to share a little bit of my story with you all. My story is a little bit different than Rachel's. So I am a mom to twin boys who are thankfully asleep right now. The days are long, baby. Isagenix came into my life 3.5 years ago. The boys were a year old, and a girlfriend of mine introduced me to Isagenix. And I was just in desperate need of more energy. So if you're a parent out there, you know how hard that first year of becoming a parent can be. And having twins just sort of exacerbated the situation. My husband and I were just exhausted and wondering where all the joy was. We tried really hard to have kids, and it was rough. So we were in kind of a dark place, and it came into my life, and I was just looking for more energy. I mean, like, that's all I wanted. And I was pretty darn sure I was going to be returning my box. I was just going back to teaching at that point, and I got the products in my body, and within a week, same thing as Rachel, like, I was lit up from the inside. I wasn't literally just like barely making it to the next nap and living on naps. And I also did not come for weight loss. So I had kind of reached my pre-baby weight, although my body looked nothing like it did before I had babies. And the weight just started melting off of me. And I am 2 sizes smaller now than I was before I had kids, because the products just deliver, right? So as soon as I got hooked, right, it was not difficult for me to start sharing with people, even though I was like 100% against the business. It was natural, right? It was an organic process for me to answer people when they asked me what I was doing. And it has since supplemented my income to the point where I'm able to stay home with my boys and, still supplement our household income. So it has been such a blessing in my life in so many ways. And I too will never go a day without these products, especially now. Ionic Supreme is like a mommy's best friend. When you are, quarantined with your kids 24/7, it's a lot, right? Okay, so, given, I would like to reiterate what Rachel was saying, like, these slides were created before the situation that we're currently living in, and these numbers are, I gotta imagine they're just skyrocketing, right? The need for money is so big right now, and the gig economy is taking over, and really starting to like think outside the box about how we can, create an additional stream of income, create a full-time stream of income. Like that is so possible with what Isagenix offers people, right? And because we naturally talk about what we love, it's an easy segue into falling in love with the products and then starting to build an income with this company. So Isagenix, there is not a compensation plan out there that can touch it. And if you're in the network marketing industry, I would just urge you to take a deeper look at this. We're going to talk about just like the tip of the iceberg of what is possible, and how big a piece of the market Isagenix has in this industry, because it is big. All right, so let's move along. I think another thing that is, outside of what people are hungry for right now, which is just being able to provide for their families, I mean, consider doing something where you're passionate about it. I don't know how many people in this world can say that, and it's sad, right? And if you're somebody who likes to help people, I mean, the teacher in me, this was such a natural segue for me to make an impact in a different way. And getting paid for doing something you love is a pretty cool thing. So, yeah, I love Isagenix. Okay, so why Isagenix? What sets us apart in this network marketing arena? So check out that first statistic. I mean, 300 people in our company have earned over $1 million. That is insanity, right? That is so crazy. And if you look at this, if you looked at these numbers and compared them in our industry, it's pretty amazing. And Isagenix, their heart is really to pay the people who are out there doing the work. So it's a beautiful thing. We've been growing now for 18 years, right? 7 billion in total sales, millions of people impacted. We're in lots of different countries, 16 right now, and we have no operational debt. I mean, that is unheard of, right? This is I think a lot of people come into network marketing and they have this skewed perspective about what the industry is, what these companies are about, what the business model is like, and this company is solid. It is legit. It's been around, right? And I think that is something that we need to be loud and proud about. Now, getting paid. If you are coming into this and you're looking for an additional stream of income, you get paid lots of different ways. You can get paid daily, like the next day. And right now, that is so critical for so many people. So take a deeper look. You can get paid daily, weekly, and monthly. So we're going to talk just kind of tip of the iceberg about what that looks like when you first get these products in your body and you can't shut up about it. It's called You Share, They Share, Repeat. Very simple. It's a beautiful, beautiful compensation plan because you legitimately just do the same thing over and over. Nothing complex about it. There are 2 simple steps you follow, and there is $900 on the table right out of the gates. And I know $900 can make a difference for a lot of people right now, a lot. Okay, so what that looks like is this. Let's go through a scenario here. So you get your box, you get started, and you get these products in your body, and you have an experience that's similar to Rachel and mine and so many other people, and you are on fire, right? Whether you're talking to your friends and your family via Zoom, or somebody in your household is watching the changes happen to you, it's natural to want to talk about what's happening, right? And when you do that, the little people on the side of you, right? 2 people in your life when you share, you can earn a cash referral, right? Isagenix is going to say, thank you so much, Jenny. You brought a new customer into our business. We're so excited. Here is a cash referral bonus. I don't know about you, but the last time I went to a restaurant, and I wish I was going more right now, they did not hand me a coupon for bringing my friends in with me or recommending them, to come visit, right? I'm not getting kickbacks for that. Isagenix is the opposite, right? Our business model is just saying, thank you for sharing this with people in your life. Now, when you do that, this is a value pack example. So the best pack that we have, the best result that people are going to get is with the value pack. And they give you $100. You say, hey, here's $100. And if we do that with another person in your life within the same business week, You run Monday to Sunday. You're going to double your money. So $400 for sharing with 2 people. And when you do that, when you share with your first 2 people, Isagenix now calls you a consultant. And the consultant bonus, if you do this within 30 days of flipping your account to earn cash, they're going to give you another $100. So that's $500, okay? $500 for sharing with 2 people about something that you're like, these products deliver, they're guaranteed, and they are working wonders in my life. Like, why wouldn't I tell people in my life about them, right? And then you literally just teach those people who came into your life how to do the exact same thing, which is share with 2 people in their lives, right? And when you do that, Isagenix pays you an additional $100 for every 2 people they share with, right? And another bonus, there's $250 cash on the table for becoming a manager, really just helping your first 2 customers share with 2 people in their lives, the exact same thing that you did. So $900, and you can actually earn $950 with the Crystal Consultant. So, you know, there's kind of I always like to share with people, there's a range, right? But $950, I mean, it's life-changing money. And it is not difficult to do because you're just having conversations with people about something that you love. And yeah, so this is just, again, the very, very tip of the iceberg. A couple of things about Isagenix that you should know. You only build 2 legs, right? A left leg and a right leg, and that is it. It is so, so clear and clean and very easy to manage. There are cycles that you earn, and we pay infinitely deep. So cycles are basically when there's enough volume, enough points that people are accruing of customers underneath you, whether you've enrolled them or somebody else has enrolled them. Isagenix pays you infinite levels deep, okay? 600 on one side, 300 on the other equals $54. And that's where the residual income comes in. That is the beauty of this business model. And you just keep getting paid every time your customers reorder. And right, it's not hard to do because our products deliver. So it's not, you know, and we're eating, right? These are products that we have to have because we all eat food. They are essential, and you're hearing that word all the time right now. Essential businesses. We are an essential business because these products are food, right? Yeah, so I think I covered this. Yes, no, anything else? Anything advanced? Okay, yeah, so I mean, just to wrap up, I think I probably went like rapid fire because I'm kind of excited about this, but it seems, I think a lot of people get wrapped up in this idea of like, why now? Now seems like a hard time to think about starting, you know, thinking about the business side of things. But for me, I feel like now is the best time. Now is the best time to invest in your health. Now is the best time to tell other people about what you've discovered, to invest in their health and help people bring in that extra stream of income that is so needed and so necessary in our world from the safety of your home. It's not hard to have conversations via Zoom. It's not hard to have conversations on the phone. And, you know, there's no risk. It is such a beautiful, beautiful combination of what our bodies desperately need and what our households desperately need. So I think the last thing we just want to talk about is the different options of how you get started. The investments, I was listening to a training yesterday from Eric Gorey, and he was just talking about the upfront investment in a network marketing company, especially Isagenix, is so small from an entrepreneurial standpoint. I mean, we can get started from so many different levels of where your goals are at and where your budget is at and where you're comfortable to get this thing going. And your body's going to tell you the rest, guys. So we have so many different options of where you can enter and how to get you started. So anywhere from $5 to $20 a day to get these amazing nutrition or amazing products in your body and really nourish it from the inside out. So that is all we have. We are just so thankful to have you all here with us. I feel like my screen, sorry, I just went like dark. Thank you for joining us. Please reach out with questions. And Rachel, I think you probably are out of time. So we wrap things up.
Yeah, I would just echo again, thank you for everyone who jumped on, and thank you, Jenny, for doing this with me. It was fun. If anyone has any questions, definitely make sure to reach out to the person who invited you to join this, or certainly me, Jenny, Lauren, any of us are always willing to help you and just support you and meeting you wherever you are at right now. We absolutely have a solution. I can guarantee it. So love you all.
Bye,
Have a
guys.
great night. Bye.